it gives you a solution for all time. So when we analyze and see that these things are in the Quran, then what is the uniqueness of Islam? Islam is a practical way of life. Islam gives you a practical way of life. Now, how to reduce rapes? For sake of argument, Islam has a concept of hijab. Like, people always talk about hijab for women. But if you read the Quran, believe me, the first verse of the Quran talks about the hijab for men. Allah tells us in the Quran in Surah Nur chapter 24 verse number 30 that, O Prophet, tell to the believing men, whenever they look any woman and any brethren thoughts come to their mind, they should lower their gaze and be modest. The hijab is there first for the man, and then it comes to the hijab for women. The next verse, Surah Nur chapter 24 verse 31, that, O Prophet, tell thy consort, your wife, and your daughter, and the believing women, whenever they go abroad and they meet the person who are mahram, there is a big list, beside his father, beside his husband, beside his son, they should wear the garments, the word used here, jilbab, they should draw a veil over the bosom, and they shall be protected from molestation. And the reason for hijab is given in the Quran, Surah Ahzab chapter 33 verse number 59, Allah says that this hijab will protect the women from being molested. It will give them an identification of being a modest woman, and they will not be molested. We find the solution. This is a practical solution of the present problem. If we practice this in this society, how many Muslim women, those who wear proper clothes, are being raped? Those who do not drink, do not go to pub, do not go and other exploitations. How? They are not suffering, but the suffering is those who are not believing in these things and not practicing these things. Believing is not enough. I believe in God, but God says you should worship me. You should remove the difficulty on your heart about racism. So God says, stand before the others, who is black or white.
We have other questions also.
So I think,
finish up your reasoning.
I think that's because the question is requires some definition that how Islam is unique from others. So I think that if you just open your hearts and you see the uniqueness of Islam, is the unique religion besides any other things. If there is a religion, you ask them what is the solution of this problem. Believe me, there is not a religion who has the solution for all the problems except Islam. So I hope that I gave the answers of the question.
So there was someone over there.
Additional information about going back to the question about Prophet Muhammad marrying a very young age girl. I believe that it was also because during war, prostitution and exploitations, family, parents have died, and then if you see Quran rules in Islam is for all times, and if it was forbidden, what would happen to these young girls? Would it be more easier for their lives to be who love taking care of these young girls than being in the street and no one's taking care of? And the second also is that Prophet Muhammad, he was a model. So it means that anyone in different ages can marry any ages. There is no selection. You can marry. You are almost like a dying age, 90 years old. You can marry a 10 years old if it's. But if it was forbidden, then it would be impossible if you live in a very small society where there's the available age is young and the other were married. And if it was forbidden, so how would this guy, old age, wanted to marry a young one? If Prophet Muhammad did not show this example, so it would be a problematic situation. And about also the recent question about every religion taught goodness. It's true, because if we come to we could go back to the history. Islam came from Adam, the first human being, and Allah said in the Quran that Islam is balance, and if you're trying to imbalance it, so it's a diversion. It's not anymore Islam. In every human being, Allah planted naturality, where it called in Arabic fitra. So every individual has a capability of classifying between bad and good. So it's not strange. So that's all my point.
Over there.
I got 3 questions. Can I ask?
One by one.
One by one? All right. First one is that I read that there have been some researches regarding wine, that wine to a certain extent